Hello dear friends, my name is Giovanni Frati and I am an attorney here in the city of Guatemala, and I'd like to explain to you the damage that it has done to the rule of law, the cicig, which is a United Nations commission supposedly against impunity and to try to reinforce the Guatemala General Attorney's Office. And the only thing that it has done, it has destroyed the rule of law, it has destroyed the presumption of innocence and the due process, and it has implanted not only false evidence but false witnesses in several criminal court cases that have been really bad for the Guatemalan rule of law. cicig has come 11 years ago to Guatemala, and since then we've opposed it because it has tried to supplant and subvert the Guatemalan system. The only way in which the Guatemalan system can thrive and become a better criminal prosecution system is if the Guatemalans are able to make a scientific evidence effort so that the evidence in court is presented by forensic experts and not by crooks or criminals, which is the maiden witness that the cicig uses in Guatemalan trials. Guatemalan courts have been also taken by this United Nations Commission, and this commission not only has diplomatic immunity, so it's impossible for any Guatemalan that has been wrongly prosecuted by this commission to litigate against the United Nations or this cicig commission because they have diplomatic immunity, but it's near impossible to right any wrongdoing done by this commission. This commission has spent $182 million, and of this money, about 40% of that money has been given by USaid or the State Department to a complete failure to, for example, prosecute corrupt political parties such as UNE, which is a far-left party that has been aligned to Lula and Dilma Rousseff and the far-left corrupt governments of Brazil in the past, and also with the far-left from Venezuela. It is impossible for this commission to claim that it's fighting corruption if only goes against the corruption of certain part of the political spectrum and doesn't do a across-the-board work with all corruption in the Guatemalan government, which is quite significant. We have had many different families that have been wrongly prosecuted, such as the Bitko family, which is a Russian migrant family that's trying to escape the criminal government in Russia led by Putin, and the Helsinki Commission in the US Senate and several Republican prominent senators have noticed these grave violations, such as Representative Mike Lee, Senator Mike Lee, Senator Marco Rubio, and Senator Langford, that have met with the Guatemalan President Morales to try to explain these grave violations to Guatemalan rule of law. Also, the Jewish entrepreneur Bill Browder has helped this Russian family and is trying to apply the Magnitsky Act to the cicig Commissioner Velasquez and other Guatemalan members of the court and the attorney's office to try to prosecute them for wrongly prosecuting the Bitko family, which is a migrant family that's trying to flee from the Putin's Russia and is being violently prosecuted, even in the cahoots with Guatemalan courts, criminal courts, and the Russian embassy in Guatemala. There are several other families that have been wrongly prosecuted, such as the Botran family, such as the Yamatei family, the Bielman family, the Sperensen family, and several cases of cicig that have been tried in European courts, such as Austria, Switzerland, and Spain. All of these jurisdictions outside Guatemala have said that the cicig has provided false testimonies, have provided false witnesses, and has prosecuted illegally a lot of Guatemalans in this witch hunt that's been taking place in Guatemala for 11 years. There is no way that United Nations is going to better or going to further the prosecution of cases of criminal courts in Guatemala. The only way that we have proposed is that we have training from the FBI for Guatemalan prosecutors and Guatemalan police, so that we have better prosecutors and better scientific police in order to have criminalistic science and scientific proof, and not crooks and criminals that are basically the witnesses that cicig has employed for so many years. There is no way the United Nations is going to further the quality of Guatemalan criminal investigation. This is a lie, and it's a huge expenditure of the United States taxpayer money, especially with USaid and the State Department money in the Obama administration and the Hillary Clinton tenure as Secretary of State, that it's a real shame on the United States political and foreign policy in Central America. We don't need foreign aid. We don't want foreign aid. We want investment, and we want training to further and make Guatemalan prosecutors the best prosecutors in Latin America through training. We don't want United Nations supplanting Guatemalan institutions and going over Guatemalan courts and attorneys. Thank you very much. My name is Giovanni Frati, and you can follow me on Twitter at Frati Giovanni, or in my YouTube page, Giovanni Frati Journalist, and also my Facebook page, Giovanni Frati Journalist. Thank you very much.